First up on the show, in Germany, a far-right party has won a state election in what could potentially mark the beginning of a major shift in the political landscape in the country. The German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has expressed concern after the regional elections, urging mainstream parties to exclude right-wing extremists. He says the AfD, or the Alternative for Germany, became the first far-right party to win a state election in Germany since World War II. The party emerged as the biggest winner in the eastern state of Thuringia with 33% of the vote share. It finished ahead of the main opposition party, the CDU, or the Christian Democratic Union, which secured 24% of the vote. Though many parties have refused to collaborate with the AfD to form a majority, the far-right party could end up with enough seats to make decisions on appointment of judges or top security officials. Now, the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz described the results as bitter. Scholz said the results are worrying and the country must not get used to this. He also added that the AfD is damaging the country and is weakening the economy. He also urged mainstream political parties to form governments without right-wing extremists. Scholz, centre-left Social Democrats, or the SPD, was the only party in his coalition to clear the 5% threshold, while junior coalition partners, the Greens and the Free Democrats, crashed out of the Thuringia Assembly. Interestingly, the newcomer hard-left party, the BSW, did fairly better than Scholz's coalition, coming at third place. With national elections just a year away, the results could provoke infighting within Scholz's coalition regime and also pressurize the government to harden its position on immigration and support over Ukraine. As the results became clear, thousands gathered to protest against the far-right's landmark victory. Take a look.
Gegen den Faschismus hier im Land.
Unfortunately, I'm not surprised, but I'm still totally shocked because I was hoping that my fellow countrymen wouldn't vote for the fascists. That's all I can really say for now, and nothing will change. There will be a standstill at most.
Migration for me, because it's too much, too many, too much. They get money easily, and meanwhile, for us pensioners, the pensions and the energy prices have to increase. Those are the pressing issues for us.
And for more on this, we're now being joined by Alex Cadier, who joins us from Brussels for the very latest on what's happening in Germany. And well, Alex Cadier, good to see you. What does this result in a regional state election indicate for a larger trend ahead of the national elections next year? The fact that, the German Chancellor's party only made the 5% threshold.
Yeah, well, it's an indication, but it is not really a massive indication of where the country is. So to give you a sense of the size of Thuringia, that's about 2% of the national vote, and you add 5% for Saxony. So you're looking at, in these two elections, 7% of the national electorate that will turn out in those federal elections that you just mentioned. So it is, at least in demographic terms, is not a big indication of where the country stands. What it does show, though, is that there is no more stigma for certain voters to vote for the AfD, to vote for far-right parties, which, of course, are so historically sensitive in Germany. It shows that the stigma of voting for the AfD is gone. It also shows that all the warnings by mainstream politicians, including the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, against these far-right parties have not landed with the voters of Thuringia or Saxony, or the fact that the Internal Intelligence Agency of Germany has warned about extremism within the AfD's ranks. So certainly that stigma, that fear of voting for the AfD seems to have dwindled in these regions. But as I said, it is still a small proportion of the German voting population. The other thing to say, though, is that because Germany is all about coalitions, all about parties working together to form a government, it may further divide an already very fractured political landscape in Germany.
So, Alex, clearly it's not a larger trend, but of course something that Olaf Scholz and his party will be looking at closely. Thanks very much indeed for joining us this evening. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.